Hello everybody. Um, Here's the video for today. It's Thursday and I'm still at my house. I put some new messages up on the board here. The first one, number 1, so we're going to read through those, and then I have a special activity I'm going to do after. So the number 1, I drew 2 patterns. So there's red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, and it can keep going red, blue, red, blue. I also did blue, blue, red, blue, blue, red. Can you think of what would come next? You're right, blue, blue, red. So I put that up there because yesterday Miss Danielle gave you some ideas about patterns you could make at home. So I wanted to check in about that and see how that went at home and how your pattern making, what kind of patterns you made. Maybe you found some patterns around your house too. So there are different things you can do with patterns at home. Number 2 is the idea that I had, that we had for you to try at home for today and any day, actually. So I drew a picture of a book. It doesn't have to be about a cat. I made mine about a cat. But I wanted to say that any book you have at home, like maybe some of the books that we've given you, or another book that you might have that's your book, did you know that you can read the pictures? So you can go on something called a picture walk, and you can show your parents or whoever you live with, maybe your brothers and sisters, how you can tell the story by reading through the pictures. Like one book we have in our classroom that many children do that with is Hattie and the Fox. And I know you don't probably have that at home, but you can do that with a lot of stories. You can look at the pictures and tell the story from the pictures. So that's something that's a choice you can make at home with your family. So that's number 2. Number 3, excuse me. I put a picture of a baby up here because, so my fingers, I still have to tape them. They're still getting, this finger is still getting better. It's getting a lot better, but it still needs to be taped because remember I broke this bone right here in my finger. So I was thinking, what are some fun things that we could learn about while we're at home? And we're going to do a message, like a fun fact every day about something. And so one thing I found out when I was looking this up was that babies have more bones than grown-ups like me. They do. And that's because as you get older, some of the bones in babies' bodies, they start to come together to make like a bigger bone. But I'm going to send an email to all of your families, and there's going to be a link to a video about bones, so you can learn more about bones. But you could look this up too and find out more about babies' bones and maybe your bones and grown-ups' bones, and pretty soon my bones should be all better again, and I'll be really happy about that. So those are our messages for today. Today, instead of reading a book, I'm going to do something a little bit different. And I printed out a page that's from our songbook, and this is a song that we just learned right before we have all these stay-at-home days. And it's called Old John the Rabbit. So I'm going to sing it, and this is something you could sing at home. You could teach your family how to do it. But it goes like this. Old John the Rabbit, and I have somebody to help me, or a pretend thing to help me with. Yes, ma'am, had a mighty fine habit. Yes, ma'am, of jumping in my garden. Yes, ma'am, and eating all my carrots. Yes, ma'am. Now remember, you can decide what the rabbit's going to eat. And you had some ideas when we learned this. Somebody said corn, maybe, I think there were all kinds of ideas. Popcorn, you can do whatever you want. You can think of all kinds of foods that the rabbit will eat in the garden. So let me think of another one. Oh, I know what rabbits really like to eat. Okay, so Old John the Rabbit, yes ma'am, had a mighty fine habit, yes ma'am, of jumping in my garden, yes ma'am, and eating all my lettuce, yes ma'am. And remember, One person sings part of it and the other person says, yes, ma'am, or you could even say, yes, sir. You can change it. So that's an idea too that you can do at home, is sing this song together. And that is everything that I had to share today in the video. Miss Danielle will be making a video tomorrow. I think 2 videos tomorrow. And then I'll be back on Monday. So I hope you all are doing well. And I'll talk to you a little bit later.